Taylor and Kate are on deck.
Hi, I'm Anita.
And I'm Andrew.
And we'll be doing a scene from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm Esmeralda.
And I'm Phoebus.
Easy. I just shaved this morning.
Oh, yeah. You missed a spot.
Wait a minute. You didn't give me a chance to apologize.
For what?
That, for example.
You sneaky son of
We're in a church.
Are you always this charming? Or am I just lucky?
Christ! Candlelight music! Can't handle it like some combat! Oh! You fight almost as well as a man!
Funny. I was going to say the same thing about you! No. This is...
I'm Miss Phoebus. I mean sun god. And you are?
What is this, an interrogation?
It's an introduction.
You mean you're not arresting me?
Not as long as you're in here. I can't.
If you're not going to arrest me, what do you want?
I'd settle for your name.
Esmeralda.
Much better than Phoebus, anyway.
Taylor and Kate are up. Cameron and Mathis are on deck.
Hello, I'm Kate Mueller. And I'm Taylor Montgomery. And we're doing a scene from Strozzi. I'll be Julia, and I'm Matilda. Oh no, what's happening to me? I go for a series of walks in the street, smile at two young gentlemen. One abducts me and hits me like he would a man and knocks me unconscious. And I wake up lying next to this young man, bleeding to death from a head wound. What's happening to me? Ah, you must be the virgin with the gentle sensuality. Who are you? I'm Matilda, and my sensuality is the least bit gentle. Really? What do you want? I want to kill all the virgins in the world. Oh no, what's happening to me? Unfortunately for you, we're in love with the same man. Him? I don't love him. I don't even like him. Not him. It's Strozzi. He's the evil genius of all Europe. We belong together. So we must fight, and I must kill you. Why can't you just leave? Oh no. Besides, I'll enjoy killing you. It's women like you that make me feel like a tart. That's nonsense. It's the way you dress. You mindless virgin. Madam, I need a mindless nor a virgin. Yes. Get angry. If I were a man, I'd seduce you on the spot. That's perverse! You disgusting virgin!
And to finish us up, Cameron and Mathis on quarterstaff.
Hi, one more time. My name is Mathis Herbert,
And I'm Cameron Blankenship.
and we will be doing a scene from King Henry IV Part 1. I will be playing Prince Hal.
And I'll be playing Hotspur. If I mistakes not, thou art Harry Monmouth.
Thou speakst as if I would deny my name.
My name is Harry Percy.
Why then, I see a very valiant rebel of the name. I am the Prince of Wales, and think not, Percy, to share with me in glory any more.
Nor will I, Harry, for the hour has come to end the one of us, and would to God thy name and arms were now as great as mine.
I'll make it greater, ere I part from thee, and all the budding honors of thy crest I'll crop to make a garland for my head.
Ah, I can no longer brook my vanities.
Thou art for worms, brave Percy. Fare thee well, great heart.
And that completes the SPT Public Part. So they can take like 15 or so. Yeah, 10 anyway. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming. Class, you guys can take a 10 or 15, chill a little bit. You and I are going to talk. Next year.
And to graduate.
Good. So sweaty.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So, Drewski, because he does not participate within some sword play, we usually have an odd number. Yeah, I think we do. Wait, no. No, I think it evens out because, again, Anita and Caroline. So I think we get that.
Yeah. I was like, there it goes.
I don't know. Oh no, I'm doing my math wrong, aren't I? Let's see. Total groups. This is everybody.
I got 10 everybody.
10 total.
Yeah, including Kelsey. So that takes us down.
I'm pretty sure we got this, Katerina. Oh, no, we do. Oops. That's better.
We have the other FAs in here.
I will clean it up with my t-shirt in a minute.
Yeah, they're in the cubby if you need.
Oh.
Anita, do you need a blade?
Yes, I have to move it.
Anita need a blade. This is mine.
I am so sad. I am so sad.
Did you eat? Finally?
I'm good. No, I just drink a lot of water. We're good.
And he's having stomach problems, so she decided just not to eat today. Okay, good. So your blood sugar's probably in the toilet, right?
Yes.
Good answer. So lefties, yep, yeah, I guess I'll be nice and let y'all work together. You know that's never gonna happen again,
Will
right?
I switch back and forth?
Okay.
That brings us back.
I actually did a production of Zorro, and there were every single principal in the play was left-handed. It was unbelievable.
What?
It was unbelievable. Yeah, it's great.
What are they
That was great. Okay, so you two together, yes. You and this lady here. You, ma'am, and this gentleman. You, ma'am, and this lady. And you guys. Okay? All right. So I want you to do this. We're going to do a little tiny phrase of sort of single sorty stuff. I just want you to watch it a couple times, then we'll do it all together a few times, and then I'll give you a few minutes to work on it, and then we'll just take a look. I am not interested in speed at all. I'm interested in specificity, and I'm interested in you doing exactly what I show you to do, because it's going to be different than what, stylistically a little different than what Bruce has shown you. Basic techniques are the same, targets are the same, pairs are the same, et cetera, et cetera. Safety rules, very much the same. But just watch for a second or two. And then we'll just do it slow and easy, so no pressure. It's all good. So we're going to start engaged in 3. Bruce is going to do a change beat and knock me out of the way. He's going to do a piston thrust at my belly and advance, and I'm going to beat 1, I'm going to beat 2, and I'm going to beat counter 2. So I have 3 parries. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do a false edge with the back of the blade, a false edge cut at his foot, which he avoids, and then he cuts right back as he's placing that foot down. He cuts back to my sword arm. I do a croisé in place. I do a thrust to that sword arm. I'm trying to pin his arm to his torso. And he's going to beat parry 3. He's going to do a cut sort of to my left shoulder, and I just do a hanging parry. And then I cut to his left shoulder, and then he does a diagonal slide, and I get out of the way. All right? So watch one more time. Watch a bunch more times. We're engaged. Nice and easy. It'll flow a little bit like this. And 1, 2, counter 2. False edge, parry 3. Croisé, thrust, hanger, avoid. All right? Nice and easy? Yeah? So, grab a partner, grab your partner, get a pair there, a pair there, a pair there, and a pair there. And you guys join us in the middle. Go all the way to the end. We're going to go slow, slow, slow. Let's start at this end of the room a little bit, so we're moving this way. If you want to be Bruce, be on that side. If you want to be Drew, be on this side. If you can't decide, you need to make a choice. All right, so first, we're in that. Just go with me. We have plenty of time. All right. Plenty of time. Put your hand on your hip, friends. Because we're crossbowers. Right? So, what Bruce does, he comes under my blade in a little disengagement, and he beats with the back of his blade and knocks me aside. Right? Then, he thrusts low center. I retreat, beat parry 1. He thrusts low center again, I retreat, beat parry 2. And he thrusts low center again, and I come over the top and beat him 2. Yeah? So you're going to go beat 1, beat 2, beat 2 again. Yes? Yes, sir. Advanced retreats. Advanced retreats for everyone. Yeah? Good. Let's do that much again, please. And we're engaged. We've been dating for months. Alright? And change beat 2. And he thrusts low center, retreat beat 1. Thrust low center, retreat beat 2. Thrust low center, retreat beat counter 2. And when I say beat, I mean knock it away, don't be hanging on to it. Alright? One more time with that. Right? So there's a difference in a parry and a beat parry. Right? Right. Yes? This is a parry. This is a beat parry. Right? A little snip of the wrist. Right? None of this. None of that shit. Right? Your wrist. I want everybody's wrist to be very loose. Okay? okay? Very relaxed. Elbows, very relaxed, okay? None of this stiff arm stuff. And we're engaged. Underneath, change feet. Thrusting low center. Feet parry 1, feet parry 2, feet parry counter 2. Excellent. Now from there, I'm just going to take the back edge of my blade and try to cut him right behind the knee, right on the side of his knee. He's going to lift that leg up and I come underneath that foot. Yeah? And then he cuts in place right to my sword arm because I've exposed that sword arm and I come back across and I parry 3. And that is just a straight, good old-fashioned parry, yeah? Hand on your hip, hand on your hip. Thank you. And then finally, in the end of this little moment, a croisé, I push it off at the 45. Yes. Whole thing from there. Here we go. You guys are good. Look, you have the sword fight. Do this. Wonderful thing. Yes, sir.
Should I do this beginning from opposite because the point is to the leg to go up her chest? As in, if I teach you to that way.
If you're engaged, we're lefties, sort of here, sister. If we're engaged here, I'm going to be on the outside, right? And I'm going to come underneath. Right? Does that make sense? Yes. Yeah. That was actually what you were asking, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes, good. Good answer. All right, we're engaged. When I say we're engaged in 3, that means that neither one of us has an advantage. Let's look at this. If Bruce tries to poke me, all I got to do is lift up my point, and I've got a parry 3 happening. That's called an engagement of 3. He attacks my 3. It's a stupid move because I'm already protected in my line of 3. High outside line. Yes. Good. Good answer. On guard. Change beat and thrust low. Beat 1. Beat 2. Beat counter 2. Swipe at the foot, cut to the sword arm, parry 3, no feet, and now a little lean and croisé. Good. That's good. I don't see anybody freaking out. That's good. Shall we go on? Oh, hell yeah. You guys are swashbucklers. From here, I throw that off. Now all I'm going to do is bring my sword back online. I'm going to try to stick it right through the bicep, and I'm going to lean again, and he beat parries in 3. And then he Molinellos, and he cuts to my now exposed left shoulder. And I simply raise my hand up in a high 1, and I let that parry and just cast it right off. Yes. And then I just turn my hand over, and I cut to his left shoulder, and he does the same exact parry. So this exchange of shoulder cuts, do this with me a couple times, Bruce. This is, for those of you that are piratical, this is poop deck fencing, right? So we stand in the background and do this up on the poop deck while the captains fence their asses off down here in the close-up. All right? Poop deck fencing. Right? That's your pirate movie right there, friends.
Again, Drew's the one who invented it, as far as I know, Baronial Hall.
No, I don't think I invented it. I think I advocated it.
I love that phrase.
I advocated it for sure. I had this fabulous, wonderful teacher. His name was Patty Crane. And Patty was... When I met him, Patty was in his 70s. He had been the fight director at Stratford at the Shakespeare Festival there for about 30 years. And he was Errol Flynn's. We all know who Errol Flynn is? Please say yes. Yes. Andrew. All right, Errol Flynn was a famous Hollywood actor and Nazi spy.
Depending on which spy,
who was a very, very famous raconteur, a terrible drunk, a wild ass, but a wonderful actor. And he did lots of swashbuckling movies. He made a Robin Hood, he made a Captain Blood, he made a Master of Ballantrae, he made all these swashbuckling films that if you guys have not seen, you need to bang up the Netflix and get these movies because they are part of your swashbuckling education. All right, I'm serious as hell. You need to watch these films. Mark of Zorro, Tyrone Power, these are movies you need to see. Not to mention they have great swordplay, but they're awesome films. Anyway, Errol Flynn, famous Hollywood star. In the 40s, Patty was his stunt double. So all this piratical fencing comes from Patty. That's where I learned it from. And I met him at a workshop when I was about y'all's age, and I was like, oh my God, that guy's the coolest person I've ever met in my life. And I saved my pennies and took the train to Stratford, and I stayed at the Salvation Army, and I worked with him every day for about 4 hours for like 2.5 weeks. And it changed my life. It changed Just completely changed my life. He was an amazing fellow, and he lived to be well up into his 90s. And was quite the character and a really wonderful guy. So I owe a great deal to him, and he was really into this kind of style of swordplay. A fascinating man, So, we're poop deck fencing there at the end. I just thrust to his sword arm. I did a croisé. I thrust to his sword arm. He beats it. He cuts to my shoulder. I lean back and take the parry, and I lean in and make the cut. And then Bruce comes right around and diagonally slashes from his right to left, and I avoid to my left, stepping out on my left foot, taking my sword with me across my body. Right? Because if I leave it here, it's not very usable. If I leave it here, I can parry or I can attack in a variety of ways, okay? So take it with you when you go. Good. Whole thing?
Yes.
Yeah. That's it. That's all we're doing. It's easy. It's easy. Easy peasy. We are engaged. And put your hand on your hip, friend. And change beat. Let's do that again. Yeah. Change beat. There it is. And thrust low center beat 1. Thrust low center 2. And counter 2. False edge slash at the foot. He cuts to my sword arm. Parry 3. Riposte. Oh, I'm sorry. Croisé. Now, riposte to the sword arm, beat, cut to the shoulder, Molinelloing, roll it right into another shoulder cut, and a diagonal slash step out on your left. Good. Good. Is that pretty clear?
No.
Sort of maybe?
You're a little unclear.
On the poop deck section.
On the poop deck. All right. Let's go ahead and work on it, and I'll come around, and Bruce will come around, and we'll help you on things. Ladies, do me a favor and take our spot. You guys move over so we can move on. Okay, let's go from the prayer to 3 and 1. You know what I'm talking about? Boom, boom, boom. Right? I go, yes. False edge. Make that parry. Just think. So you just cut. Yes. Yeah. Croisé. And then you're going to try to stick him on that sword. Yeah. Well, that's good. Right from there, my friend, Molinello, and cut to her shoulder. Yeah. So you just raise your hand up. Good. Like that. You raise that hand up and parry. Right? And then from there, I'm just going to go diagonal. So instead of coming in, you're going to go right up. Those quick decks just go feet away. Yeah. Just great. Let's go for the cut to her sword arm again. You're crazy. There you go. Watch that. Give it the sword arm. Give it the feet. Yellow. Right? There, you cut around. Hanging pretty up. That's it.
Foot. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then like foot head.
Yeah. Don't need to move. There. There.
Oh, I can really like it. I know.
That's good, you guys. Move away from the stairs a little bit. So what you target? Yeah. Hey everybody, time out. Come here, Bruce. This is another. This is a good thing that just happened. I just want to point out. This is another. I will quote Patty again for you. When I first went to work with him, I had been trained by a person who was concerned for everyone's safety very seriously. So all the targets were slightly off the body and slightly offline. he always said if you thrust directly at a target, directly at a specific target, wherever it happens to be, we're going to decide, then you always know where that point is going to be. You can always find that point with your parry. So let's put it on target, and let's let this distance be what keeps us safe. Not trying to thrust off here into the hinterlands. For our specificity, that's better. And for the audience's reading of the danger of it, that's better. But most important for us as actors, it makes me make a specific choice. If I'm going for his heart, I'm going to go slightly off to his left, just 45 degrees off his left breast. And I'm going to stick him right in the heart, all right? Now, all these thrusts that Bruce is making, I want to right at the belly button. Right at the belly button. So he's not trying to kill me. He will kill me eventually, but this isn't a killing blow. Thrust to the heart, the lungs, that's going to kill me. A thrust down in here, that's going to make me suffer. That's going to be ugly. I'm going to go home and moan and drink a little brandy and die of peritonitis in about 4 days. And it's going to suck.
Have you seen the contender? Joanne Allen, I think it's Joanne Allen. Bill Bridges plays the president, not Jeff Bridges plays the president. One of the guys, it's about political intrigue.
Okay.
He says, you stab a man in the belly button, he's going to be dead. He's going to bleed out, he's not going to have a good time. We're going to stab her in the belly.
Yeah, it's going to suck, right? It's not going to be any good. It's not going to be pretty, all right? So he's trying to make my death painful and agonizing and long because he hates me. So they're right on center, on center, on center, and I always know where that point is. Notice I'm also looking at that point. Bruce is not going to hurt me. Bruce's sword is going to hurt me. And you looking at it and focusing on it helps the audience focus on the activity as well, okay? Super important. There is no difference in what we're doing with these swords than there is with what you did with your text today. Every time I speak a word, every time I make a move, it has to be ultra and completely specific. There can be only one response. All right? If he thrusts at my belly button and I parry 4, that is not the proper response if I want to stay alive. All right? Yeah? So the response is parry 1. Now I'm over here and I can't parry 1 anymore. I've got to parry 2. Now I could try to parry 1 again, but in doing so, I've got to move it all the way across and drive it across this little bit of real estate over here too, which is, another gallbladder or something over here. Right? As opposed to really fast movement of the wrist brings me right around to make that second beat, which is why I do a counter parry instead of another parry 1. I could go 1, 2, 1. I could do that, but my hand wants to go 1, 2. Oh no, because that's also stronger. You know this is called the actor's parry, don't you? From way back when, from when Burbage and those guys were making Shakespeare happen, when Shakespeare was writing those plays for those cats, there were 3 fencing masters in the company, and they understood that this parry was very flamboyant and wonderful, and I could back up the stairs as a Montague, and I could get a lot of focus, because my sword was over in a big circle, right? Actor's parry. It's the actor's parry. It's been called that way the hell back when, all right? So what's really cool, what's really kind of amazing, is that those 3 fencing masters in Shakespeare's company, they started all this stuff. And in England, they've been handing that stuff down through, Burbage, and then later, and then Irving, and then Beerbroom Tree, and then all these cats, and they've just slowly but surely been handing these techniques down. And there's this group of people called Society of British Fight Directors who trained all the original founders of the Society of American Fight Directors, who trained us. So we're in a direct lineage from the globe. And now you're in a direct lineage from the globe. How about it? How about it? I think that's pretty freaking cool. Right? I think that's pretty freaking cool. And it's true. You can see it. You can look at the text. You can look at the scripts. You can see. There are fight scripts. You can see all the way through history from those days. Shakespeare wrote it in the play, right? They fight. He wrote that in the play. They weren't doing real stuff because everybody in London at that theater knew what bullshit was when they saw it. And they wouldn't stand for it. Those people in the pit, they would not stand for it if it looked fakey and cheesy.